Welcome to the Explainer. Right now, there is a massive disruption shaking up the entire tech world. We're seeing cheap, highly capable Chinese AI models like DeepSeek suddenly matching the performance of the absolute best Western frontier models. But they aren't just catching up. They're actually doing it at a fraction of the cost. So today, let's unravel this. We're going to dig into the economics, the clever engineering, and the fierce battle over who ultimately controls the future of artificial intelligence.
Okay, so let's just dive right into the billion-dollar paradox we need to solve here. Imagine spending millions of dollars hiring top-tier talent, burning through massive amounts of electricity to create this cutting-edge AI model, only to literally give it away for free on the internet. Sounds like terrible business, right? I mean, why would a fiercely competitive lab suddenly act like a charity? Well, as we're about to see, it is anything but charity. It's actually a highly calculated, aggressive business strategy, and it is totally dividing the tech world.
And you can see this divide perfectly when you look at the major players. On one side, you have Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, aggressively championing these released or open-weight models as the future. He argues they're absolutely crucial for preserving AI leadership. But then, on the flip side, leaders at OpenAI and Anthropic are literally sounding alarm bells in Washington. They're warning the administration that these cheap, powerful Chinese models pose unacceptable security risks, kind of hinting at a dystopian future. So the U.S. administration is clearly split on whether to allow, restrict, or just outright ban these models. But to really grasp this tension, we first have to understand what exactly is being released.
That brings us to Section 1, the bakery of AI models, defining the terms. Let's start with the closed model. Think of this like walking into a bakery and buying a delicious scone. You get a finished product, you can eat it, enjoy it, but you can't go home and bake that exact same scone. Why? Because you don't have the chef's recipe and you can't change the ingredients. That's exactly how closed AI models work. Because frontier models are staggeringly expensive to build, companies like OpenAI or Anthropic sell them as finished products locked behind an API. You just rent access to it, which helps them recoup those massive costs. They keep total control over the version, the safety, and of course, the pricing.
Now imagine going to that same bakery, but this time they offer a fully customizable breakfast bagel. You buy the bagel, but you take it home to add your own eggs, salmon, or frankly, whatever weird toppings you want. They aren't selling you the actual recipe, but they are selling you deep customization. This is the open weight model. In AI, weights are the mathematical parameters that dictate exactly how a model behaves. Companies like DeepSeek and Meta here in the US are releasing these trained weights. So if you download them, you can embed that intelligence directly into your own product, and you don't have to ask anyone's permission.
And finally, we have true open source. This would be like the baker standing at the front door handing out the exact printed recipe for every single item in the store, including all the training data and all the code used to make it. True open source in frontier AI is incredibly rare. Honestly, it's more of a scientific artifact than a commercial product right now. So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is this. When we talk about these disruptive Chinese AI models flooding the market, they are strictly open weight models. They are not true open source.
Moving on to Section 2, who actually benefits? The winners of open weight.
So who actually stands to profit from this shift? Well, first up, privacy-focused businesses. Think healthcare, finance, or legal firms. These guys lose sleep over sending sensitive client data out to OpenAI servers. With open weights, they can run the model entirely inside their own secure on-premise walls. Second, you've got startups and indie developers. For them, switching from expensive closed APIs to free open weights radically improves their profit margins. It's a total game changer. And third, and this is a huge one, the infrastructure providers and chip makers, basically Nvidia. Why? Well, because you still need immense computing power to run these downloaded weights. Nvidia doesn't really care who builds the best AI model. Whether a business uses a closed model or downloads an open weight one, they still have to buy Nvidia's chips to make the whole shebang work.
Let's look at Section 3, the secret to cheap AI, architecture differences.
Think of Western frontier models like a massive corporate call center. They use what's called a dense architecture. This means when a customer asks a question, no matter how simple it is, the entire floor of employees, from the interns all the way up to the VPs, is forced to think about it before one person answers. It's incredibly expensive, but to be fair, it's highly optimized for absolute consistency. Chinese labs, on the other hand, are leaning heavily into a mixture of experts architecture. So instead of waking up the whole floor, an intelligent router looks at your prompt and sends it directly to only 2 relevant specialists on the floor. The rest of the staff stays idle. It is dramatically more efficient and significantly lowers the underlying cost per unit right by design.
And this architectural choice, it has staggering financial implications. $5.6 million. That is the reported training cost for DeepSeek's V3 model. Now, in the world of frontier AI, that is literally pocket change. It just shows how heavily they optimize their engineering for cost efficiency.
Now contrast that with this number. Training a model like GPT-4 is estimated to cost well over $100 million. Western labs like Anthropic make a deliberate trade-off here. Their entire brand depends on safety and consistency, so they stick to those dense architectures or incredibly complex hybrid setups, even though it comes at a massive financial premium.
And you see this play out directly in pricing for the end user. To put this into perspective, for the exact same monthly customer workload, running it on DeepSeek's API costs a mere $80. That same volume on GPT-4, you're looking at about $450. And on Claude Opus, try $900. DeepSeek's true cost to produce 1 million tokens sits so far below the Western labs, it just fundamentally changes the market dynamics.
Which brings us to Section 4, the seed versus the farm, uncovering the business strategy.
This simple equation beautifully captures the true economics of open weight AI. Think of the model weights as a seed, let's say a tomato seed. When DeepSeek gives away their weights, they are giving you the seed. But owning a seed doesn't give you the land, the greenhouse, the water, or the daily labor required to actually grow a crop. In the AI world, that required infrastructure, the GPUs, the massive electricity draw, the data centers, all of that is the farm.
So let's break down their step-by-step business strategy. Step 1, distribute the seed for free. The intellectual property of the model is basically a sunk cost the moment training finishes. Giving it away doesn't cost them anything extra. Step 2, build an incredibly efficient farm with massive data centers and top-tier engineers. Then, Step 3, monetize the harvest. Because it takes immense technical skill to squeeze the maximum output per dollar out of compute, DeepSeek's real product isn't actually the model itself, it's large-scale computing power. They're basically running a highly efficient manufacturing business where the unit cost is compute, and they can sell that compute cheaper than anyone else in the world.
Let's wrap up with Section 5, security risk or pricing power, the final twist.
Here's the reality of the situation. Keeping a model closed doesn't actually protect a company's true value. Why? Well, first, corporate theft is a very real, everyday threat. But beyond that, competitors can just query a closed model repeatedly through its API and use those outputs to train their own clone. It's a process known as distillation. Basically, they can copy your capabilities without ever seeing a single line of your actual code. History has shown us time and again that closed models inevitably leak into the open ecosystem over time. Guarding the recipe simply isn't a long-term moat.
Which leads us to this fantastic summary of the situation. If your seeds are spreading anyway, it is time to build an unbeatable farm. And this is the exact philosophy driving Nvidia's CEO to champion open weights. True defensibility doesn't come from keeping a secret. It comes from having an unbeatable, hyper-efficient production line at massive scale that absolutely no one else can undercut.
And that leaves us with one final provocative thought. We know for sure that for companies like OpenAI and Anthropic, their pricing power is their entire business. So when these tech giants warn Washington about the dystopian security risks of cheap, open-weight models from overseas, is the primary concern really global security, or is it the protection of their own pricing power? It's a fascinating question, and you now have the context to decide for yourself. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.